All right, all right. Welcome to a special edition of the Audit. You know me. I'm Curtis Williams, your host for today, and always excited to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something amazing, I guess, in the news. We had President Biden decide he's going to step out of the race and allow other contenders to to challenge. However, that's not what he said. That's what we believe should take place. Some of us who believe in democracy. Now, democracy is this strange thing. Although this country is a republic for which it stands, we get to choose our elected officials. That's what a democracy should represent. However, the Democrats have spent the last few months talking about how Trump is going to try and turn the country into a dictatorship. And they have made their point quite known to everyone that that is what they see President Trump doing if he's reelected. However, right now we're looking at an opportunity for the Democrats to either show up and prove that they believe in democracy by having an open debate, a open primary, or some type of way for the American people who are listed as Democrats to choose the candidate that they want and not just go along with whatever the celebrities are trying to push on their platforms. I agree with Barack Obama that they should have an open election for the Democrats and let them choose their candidate. Now, that's something I just heard Maxine Waters disagree with. And the reason I'd like to bring her up is this Joe Biden retiring, or let's say saying that he's not going to continue to campaign for reelection, shows not just Joe Biden's needs to retire. Maxine Waters, it's time for you to go. Nancy Pelosi, it's time for you to go. Schumer, hey, I got a list I can go down of too old to be in Congress. So Joe Biden was the first one to step up. Trump should step up. Also, don't think I'm just here talking about the Democrats. No. Joe, thank you, sir, for your service. Trump, stage left. At any time, actors, you're welcome to leave the platform. Please don't let the door hit you where the good God split you. Now, we can discuss crazy all day long. We can go back and forth all day long, but y'all know Trump is an actor. He said, if I was going to run for president, I'd run as a Republican because those people are dumb. What are we actually watching here on TV is a movie. I really do believe that those rallies we're watching are the paid actors from the company I told you guys about in the previous show. I'll make sure I put it up over here on the corner. But those are actors, people. You can hire a group of people to come out to your rallies, make it look like something's going on. If you look at the camera angles from all the different shots, that wasn't a lot of people out there. And they're always having those rallies in small town somewhere, America, where we don't know anybody. I don't know any of those people that were in the video. So it's no way for me to verify was that a real live situation or was it Memorex? But again, I've had two piercings in my ears, this one and this one. Evander Holyfield got an ear bit off. Maybe he has special ears because that amount of blood was, quite amazing for a flesh wound. We can do this all day as far as who believes what, but I'll go on record and say, I told you guys, Steve Mnuchin was his Secretary of State. That guy makes movies. You can say whatever you want to. You can say conspiracy theorist. I don't care. Prove to me that shit doesn't look fake. Prove to me it doesn't. This the narratives, the stories, and somebody we don't know if we're watching TV or if we're watching real life. Let's be honest. We don't know. We just have to take their word for it. We have to trust them. We have to believe what they're saying. Because if we don't, then we're un-American, right? Well, you tell me what's more un-American, me questioning an actor or sending millions and billions of dollars overseas to fund wars as our children have to go hungry and our veterans are homeless and our poor people don't have health care, don't have access to clean water. You tell me which one is more, or less American, the persons who are sending those things out to other countries while neglecting home, or me for questioning, are these actors currently acting? So I'll go on record and say, I don't believe the Democrats are going to do anything that's going to make me think that they're trying to save democracy, as they like to put it. We're trying to save democracy. Don't vote for Trump. Well, let's see if they know what those words mean and see if they have time to go ahead. And you do have time to have an open discussion about who the people would like to elect, not who Joe Biden has recommended, not who Maxine Waters is behind. Who cares who they're behind, who they support? Who cares? Is that who the American people chose? Or is it like I told you guys a few months ago when I saw Joe Biden attempting to have a conversation with a reporter? I said he would never make it to the election. Never's gonna make it. He did not make it. And it's just kind of strange how the Democrats now, especially the so-called black media, who, like I keep trying to tell people, Malcolm X would roll over in his grave if he saw what we consider black media. Black media, comedians with talk shows. That's what black media is. We don't have anything that is substantial, anything that is dedicated to truth, or anything that is not trying to shuck and jive and dance around with everybody. Because, hey, that's how we get things done for us. See, us is happy with the current establishment and current administration. Us has a lot of money and doing very well. Us supports this administration. Now, you down there at the bottom, poor people, whether you black or white, we're just here to convince you to vote for the person we like, so that we can keep doing what we're doing, getting those advertising dollars coming into my network. See, I just need you to do what I ask you to do so I can keep that money coming in. Right. Now, is it going to benefit you? Don't expect it to. No, don't expect it to benefit you. Will it benefit me? It's definitely going to benefit me. So that's what we're dealing with when we're dealing with black news. They're entertainers supporting their rich friends so that their rich friends can continue to do rich friend shit. So we just have to start thinking, people, why are we concerned with the disruption of a system that doesn't work for us? Why do we care about the disruption of a system that doesn't work for us? Can you tell how much your life has been affected by who's been president? Can you? Now, I'll give you an example. From 2020 to 2024, we've never seen housing prices go up so fast. And I guess we can blame Trump for that, because he did something when he was president to affect the housing prices in 2020, 2021, 2, 3, and 4. Now, could Joe Biden have done anything? Not at this time. They'll need to do that the next 4 years if you elect Ms. Harris. So it's nothing we can do right now. Just like there's nothing we can do about abortion rights right now. There's nothing that we can do about anything right now, nor was there anything we could have done over the past 4 years. It's the second 4 years that we need in order to do anything for the poor. See, the first 4 years, we have to make the rich richer. We have to allow the housing market to do what the housing market does. And that is allow corporations to buy up all the houses so that the poor people can't afford to be anything but renters. See, that's the first 4 years. We have to get paid, Nancy Pelosi, Tesla stocks. See, we have to get paid in these IPOs that keep coming out that we know about and that we regulate. That's the first 4 years. Now, the next 4 years, then we'll start shucking and jiving for you. And as I mean shuck and jive, I mean we're going to do some visiting, come around and shake some hands, kiss some babies, and try to set it up for our vice president to get elected. Not that we're really doing anything, not that we're really bringing any jobs to your community. We just kind of shucking and jiving because we actually know that usually after we have it for 8 years, they'll get it for 4 to 8 years. Then they'll bring it back to us and we kind of balance it out like that. That's why from Carter to now, everybody's had 24 years. Look it up. Balanced side to side. So you tell me who's working for the people. If the Democrats have had it for 24 years and the Republicans have had it for 24 years and your streets are tore up and your schools are failing and the kids are out here struggling, which one of those parties is working for you? Neither party is working for you, of course. But if you keep believing the narrative that they keep selling you, let's send out another celebrity and have them tell you how good I am. Let's have another party so I can show you how much I'm like you. How about this? Let's find those valedictorian nerds like Sheldon and put them in office so that you don't have to show me how cool you are. Show me your plans for the future. Show me what you plan to do to make sure that these children don't have to suffer with all this plastic in the water. Tell me what you're going to do to clean up the drinking water. Tell me why you don't have a damn infrastructure plan and you've been in Washington for 40 years. Joe Biden, 50 years. And don't have an infrastructure plan because nobody thought that, you mean those pipes might get old? Maybe we should invest in infrastructure. No, why would we do that? Why would we invest in infrastructure when we can invest in bombs and missiles and things that have zero value long term? Now, you think they have value because it gives you the ability to oppress people. But right now, what I'm looking at is the world has seen America's weakness, stupidity. They've seen America's weakness, leadership. Now they know that those leaders are really puppets. If they didn't know, they know now. If you didn't know, you should know now that everybody who was supporting Biden, who knew he was not functional, will say anything. They will say anything. That's who you like. People who will say anything because they've been supporting Biden, knowing he was unfit to be president this entire time, but they still kept saying, we voting for Biden. I'm riding with Biden. I'm riding with Biden, right? Knowing he couldn't do the job for another 4 years, but I'm riding with Biden. So how can you trust anybody like that? How can you trust people that will say anything to get you to do what they want you to do? So, that's why I say, why waste your time trying to convince people about anything? And just sit up here and do shows, say what you want to say, and try and find happiness for yourself, because you already know you're not Tesla. You're not finna write down stacks and stacks of papers for them to use later. I could care less if y'all progress past my death. Really, that's real talk. I could care less if y'all progress past my death and just to use what I left here in somebody else's name. No, I don't know who you are. You want to leave whatever you've done for the next generation and next generation, and you can say all that shit to them. But let me tell you something. How I know, y'all crazy, and you ain't nothing but some thieves talking stupid shit. So this is something. Tell me, do you know who Burt Bacharach is? Now, you just take a second, get your phones out. If you don't know who it is, some of you older people might know already. Burt Bacharach. Go ahead, look it up. Now, a lot of you may know the name or have heard the name before, but the reason I bring that name up is because no matter what you read in the history of that gentleman, you haven't thought of his name until I said it. You didn't think of his name. You're like, oh, because in one more generation, he'll be forgotten. And all the things he's done will be credited to someone else. Will it advance humanity? Probably not. Will it make us better? Probably not. Will he have the recognition he deserves? Probably not. So for me, hearing that, or should I say knowing that, tells me that the betterment of humanity is for humanity to have accountability for everything that they've done. If they ignore the messengers, then they don't deserve the message. If they love the entertainer, then they should be entertained. If they like the liars, the cheaters, and the stealers, not the football team, then they should be lied and cheated and stole from. It's give them let them eat cake, damn it. I don't want you to be unhappy. I want you to be happy. So if you don't want to change, why would I try to write plans to change you? I've given you an outline to get started. You've clearly rejected it. You said I would rather read Project 2025 and give that the energy. So then that's more than likely what you're going to get, because just like 11:11, you've commanded the universe to bring you disorder and judgment because you didn't look up the words nor the numbers to find out what they actually meant. And so you requested a 11:11 disorder and judgment combo. So just like now, you'll just keep requesting in 2025 project, and eventually that's what you will get, Project 2025. So I'll sit back and just put Project Humanity's plans out, leave them there, and y'all read Project 2025, read Project Humanity plans. I'm not finna make you do a thing. I'm not finna chase you down. Actually, I'm about to warm it up. I think I promised Rufus we'd do some practicing in July, and I have yet to do it. So I'll say, let's go ahead and kick out. I try not to, I don't know, confidence and stuff. What you want to do? X16. That's 1,600 hours, man. That's kind of high, don't you think, Roof? But you have been warming it up. So go ahead and drop out a X16, 2X5s. Give me an Earth directed. I need some solar lights down here in Mississippi. So let's see if we can pop that off sometime this week while we got cool weather. Wednesday, I'll be at home, and I think it's supposed to be like 81 degrees here. So that's a good day to do it. However, if you're going to knock the lights out, man, make sure the cold front come with it, all right? Because summer is hot. Yeah, just for me. But hey, that's all the time I got. I'm just playing around. Make a couple clips out of this. Send it up to the moon, baby. What we got? How long do we got? 19 minutes.